Ciao everyone, it's Luna here, back with another episode of Cosa, Dici. And yes, there is a beautiful construction soundtrack behind my voice. Now today, we're getting to the word that I think we've all been waiting for. It's probably the most popular and most famous Italian-American word. It's gabagool. Now, this word has come to really represent the Italian-American stereotype.
And for you, sir?
I will have the gabagool.
What?
The gabagool.
I don't really know what that is.
You know, gabagool.
I don't have to have
What he's
that.
trying to say is
Guys,
gabagool.
all right.
I don't really think that we have that.
That's okay.
Bring in the gabagool.
I will have the spaghetti with a side salad.
In TV shows and in films, they really milk this word to make it represent the Italian-American tradition, culture, identity. But in reality, this word is simply the name of a deli meat, and it's used in daily life. I'm sure some of you have heard of it, and maybe even some of you use it when you go to the deli. But I'm also sure there are some of you who don't know what gabagool means. So let's get into today's lesson. In the US, this specific deli meat has two names, gabagool or capicola. And in standard Italian, the name is actually capocollo. And the name of the meat actually has some significance. This meat specifically comes from the neck and shoulder areas of the pig. And in Italian, the word collo actually means neck. So the name capocollo makes sense. Now in Italy, it's also called coppa. And based on the region that you're in, this meat may also have a different name. In fact, there are so many varieties for capocollo. There's ossocollo, capicollo, so many different options. But today we're asking, how did we get to gabagool? So, as we usually do, let's take a look at the Southern Italian regional vernaculars and their equivalents of capocollo. Specifically, the Sicilian equivalent is capocol, with a reduced vowel. In Neapolitan, it's capiquolo or capiquol, with again a reduced vowel and a slight change in pronunciation. As I'm sure you can tell, these two options already sound very similar to gabagool. So what happened in the process to get from these regional varieties of the word to gabagool? Well, the process is one that we've seen before with other words, where the pronunciation is a bit reduced or somehow softened over time. The C in capocol or in capiquolo or in those southern vernaculars becomes a G in gabagool, and the P becomes a B. That final vowel almost disappears entirely, or is heavily reduced, and over time, the pronunciation of the entire word becomes even more Americanized, until finally we get to gabagool. So, there you have it, the story on gabagool and where it comes from. And that's it, another lesson in Italian American. I'll see you next week for another episode of Cosa Dici. Ciao! What are you saying?